Hi and welcome everyone to a rather jarring discussion about Elden Ring. With only a couple weeks left before launch, I thought it would be a good time to address the controversy on Twitter, where we have an outrage of tweets in regards to From's reuse of assets and animations, at which we have concerned customers like Lance McDonald, who have been at the forefront of this movement because of horrors like this, and this, or maybe even this. Then we have theater kids like AP here, who probably still roleplays in Red Dead Online considering the fact that he thinks the graphic infertility of Elden Ring is the equivalent of pixel art. Then we have the likes of Greg, whose concern seems to have been personally met by Miyazaki himself. Now that's what I call good customer service. Now I think Miyazaki leads a great example of what a good developer should look like, and as a fan of his work, I'd like to do the same by offering my unbiased, untainted opinions on this matter. First of all, immersion has never been From's strong suit in the first place. Walking into their world has always given the player a sense of awe rather than realism. They make works of art, not graphic cards, so expecting them to invest in top-notch engines and graphics would honestly just be a complete nightmare for both the player and the development team. Like imagine the vast amount of enemy types in Bloodborne, for example. How terrifying would it be if it had the visual glitches of the GTA franchise? Like as nightmares as the Bergenworth scholars are, I'd rather fight one barehanded than having to see their outstretched model in game. Whether or not graphics are a concern to you, Elden Ring will still be able to give you the visual stimulation you're after, even if it might not be for the best of reasons. Now, as far as the experience is concerned, I think we're all in agreement of the fact that Elden Ring will not disappoint. For all I care, they can strictly include the content we've seen in their marketing and I'd still be satisfied. But I can understand the frustration of the minority here. The 2-year wait has been rough and the hollowing it has brought about has had a variety of outcomes in our community. Unfortunately, hollowing does taint the mind, so when one witnesses flaws in the Holy Grail they've so desperately awaited, it's only natural they get upset. However minor the flaw may be though, I think it's important we acknowledge them as flaws. Reusing assets are never a good thing. That being said, I think it can be used in the right way. We can't expect From Software to hire stuntmen for the cause of a flashy entrance, or to impressively open a chest. The open world that they have created here more than makes up for their excessive use of reskinned hollows. But what initially concerned me was at the gameplay preview in early November, where it was revealed that the punishing animations will be the same as in Dark Souls 3. And even to this day, we have not yet received any news that would indicate this being any different at release. As irrelevant as this topic may be, we at large in the community are downplaying it so badly in my opinion. This will be the first IP From Software has released that would do something like this, and it will greatly affect the longevity of the game. We need to acknowledge that these are literally one of the most important, if not the most important animation in the game. Throughout all the Souls games, these animations have always been the most satisfactory. I can fully agree on the fact that recycling these animations like this are incredibly disappointing. We waited for over 2 years for this game, and although we'll finally receive an online community again, I can't help but to find it all less desirable knowing we'll have to watch the same bamboozling as we have for years. How am I supposed to feel any better parrying a host, knowing that his phantoms are digging my grave on the sidelines? At the very least I deserve a fresh animation, so I can potentially cause them some crippling trauma before I perish. All that being said, I'd like to remind you all that it's way too early to tell. Even if this is the case at release, we can always expect From Software to deliver a breath of fresh air through their post-launch content. Considering all the reuse we've seen thus far, we can expect items like the Hornet Ring to make a return. And it's likely that concepts like this have been expanded upon as well, knowing it's considered the aim of the game. Even if we only see reused assets from here on out, we can expect a lot of sequences from games like Sekiro. In my mind, it's likely the case as an addition to the stealth feature, as faster punishes might garner faster kills, making it more reliable as a gameplay feature. This can potentially offer a large arsenal of punishes that we can choose from for both the purpose of convenience and style. The online implications of this as well is also very interesting, as faster punishes can enforce pressure in PvP scenarios. As I imagine it, I can foresee making the punish on a host after pairing him, whilst almost immediately apprehending a phantom in an act. But alas, this is all speculatory, and in the end I'll have to wait for confirmation like everybody else. That being said, I advise we mostly remain incognito during controversies like this, as it can bring out the worst in us. It's literally intentionally putting yourself in an argument against the things that you like, and it only conflicts your experience with it all. With that said, I wish you guys a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!